everyone. Welcome back to the sometimes weekly Needle in the Lens podcast when we don't have things that conflict with what's going on. My name is Kevin. I'm here with my co-host Noah. We're back. This is episode 7, and you might notice something a little bit different unless you're listening on Spotify or whatever podcast listening platform you decide. We're in 3D. Not really. I made that joke earlier on my Discord that I feel like it's not a great joke, but whatever. We are doing video podcasts now. Noah's got his whole cam set up. For those of you that are watching on Twitch right now, you can see it. Or if you are watching on YouTube after the fact on the Needle in the Lens podcast YouTube channel that I am definitely going to set up soon.
Woo!
I just need to get around to it. But we're here. We've got webcam set up. For this first video episode, we're dealing with a bit of technical issues.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a smidge, but we're trying our best here.
Always
trying our best, but we'll get it figured out. So but for those of you that are watching, that's why Mr. Noah's all got some cropped on the sides. You know what? We're just going to deal with it because we've already wasted enough time already. We're running late.
Yep.
But
just a little.
Let's do it. We've got a lot to catch up on because we missed a week. And
it was a big week.
It was a huge
week. All the weeks to miss.
Definitely. That was probably the worst one. But you know what? We needed and we deserved a break.
We did. And it was a great break. How was your break?
My break was pretty good. Got to watch some stuff at South by. That was fun. I didn't get to watch nearly as much as I would have wanted, to be fair. But, I feel like I still, at the end of the day, got my money's worth. And, it was good to be back home for a bit, just kind of chill, not have to worry too much about classes and whatnot. So, definitely. Yeah, that was
definitely nice.
Definitely was a worthwhile break. How about yours, my man?
It was pretty good too. I mean, obviously, got to watch some stuff at South by. And I mean, I did get to see a decent amount of stuff only because I don't have a life.
Hey.
So, I was basically just like watching movies back to back. But I still got to hang out with a couple friends, hung out with some friends and, saw my family, hung out with family for a bit. I did have an assignment. I had an assignment due last week on Friday.
Oof, rough.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up. But
that's a little rude. I feel like that's against the rules.
Yeah, I definitely did not give 100% effort to that assignment.
I wouldn't have either.
I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect?
Exactly. Like, can they blame you? Can they blame you? They really can't.
They can't. It's fucked up.
Exactly. It's rude and disrespectful. And 100%. I, for one, am not okay with it.
I wasn't either. We should have all gone on strike. All the students.
We really should have
just gone on strike and not turned it in.
I mean, it wasn't my class, so I don't really care too much. But
yeah. Well, this is the same professor that emailed us during the winter storm and was like,
"Oh, is
y'all
that
have an assignment due?" Yeah.
Whoa, fucking rude motherfucker.
Yeah, they don't care.
They really don't care, do they?
Nope.
Not in the slightest bit.
Not at all. Not at all.
So devastating. But we're back on that grind, back on the podcast grind, and we've got new stuff. We've got cameras, and we look professional-ish now, aside from the technical difficulties we're having. But it's fine. We're gonna work with it.
Small ones.
Small, tiny little technical difficulties. We're working through it, and I'm going to stop talking about it because I don't want to draw any more attention to it than we need to. I feel like I'm doing us a disservice by continuing to talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's just on your mind,
It's on my mind, man. It bothers me. You know I'm a perfectionist. Everything needs to be spick and span. I can't with the bullshits.
You know what? It's all right. Next pod it'll be great. But this pod, hopefully. You know what? We're here. You're going to enjoy it. We're going to hop into some interesting.
Yes.
Maybe interesting to you, but I think
it'll definitely be interesting. I think you guys are going to love this one because it's jam packed. So we're just back to back bangers.
Yep. Should have a little something for everybody.
Exactly. Everyone's cup of tea will be filled here.
Yes. And so I think we should just go ahead and dive into our first topic.
Let's do it. So the Grammys happened 2 weeks ago. Or last week. I don't know. I can't math. 2 weeks ago.
Last week. Yeah, last week.
Well, it was last weekend. It was
last weekend.
Yes. You're so right. It was the 14th.
God. Time.
So not this past weekend, but the weekend before. You get it. March 14th, 2020.
Y'all watched it.
March 14th. Y'all probably watched it. Or if you didn't, you saw the coverage on Twitter after the fact. Because, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to sit in front of the TV and watch shit. You just want to know what happens after. I get it.
It does happen.
I get it. But there was an award show. I will pretty much only say that much because holy shit, in my opinion, it was a big whopping load of a lot of disappointments.
Dang.
I personally, for me, there was a lot of upsets, and any of the personal wins that I felt just went down because of all of those upsets, man.
Really? Yeah, I definitely think there were a decent amount of upsets, but for some reason, I don't know, man. For some reason I wasn't that disappointed. Like, obviously I think there's like one pretty big glaring one that like a lot of people were pretty upset about in the rap community, which we will get into. But overall, I wasn't too mad. I also thought the show itself, like the actual Grammys, show was very good in comparison to other years. Like this was definitely the best show in recent memory, in my opinion. Like I thought all the performances were pretty solid, even from artists that I wasn't even like necessarily looking forward to. Like crazy. I think my favorite performance ended up being from DaBaby, which I was not expecting at all.
I did not see most of the performances. So
there were some pretty good ones. I think that one was honestly maybe the best. Obviously Silk Sonic was
yes.
Amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Stream, leave the door open. Let's get Andy his first number one.
Please get Anderson .Paak his first number one.
Honestly, I hope by the time this comes out that he'll already have it.
Dang. That would be great.
I'd be awesome.
So happy. I think they'll get there.
Fingers crossed.
For sure.
What they just have to be up, right?
Yeah, they already beat driver's license. Like that. Once you do that, like
Silk Sonic beats driver's license. That's crazy.
It did.
I mean, not really that crazy. I feel like the craze around that song died pretty hard.
You think? I don't know. It's still holding. I think it's a number 3 still.
It's a number 3? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude. So they just barely beat it. Like it's still in there.
I don't know, man.
But yeah. Anyway, let's just
I think we start kind of from the bottom.
I'm down to do that.
I'm thinking you're on the same article as I am, right?
Yeah. Where did you want to start?
I mean, I guess shout out to Burna Boy for winning Best Global Music Album. I know we didn't really touch on that category, but fuck, good for him, man.
I mean, hey, he got it.
Shout out. Bro. Good stuff.
Definitely not hating there. Definitely.
No hate whatsoever. Very, very, very happy about that. I guess we could talk about the Best Contemporary Christian Music Album.
Oh, wow. Kanye West.
What a time to be alive where Kanye West wins Best Christian Music Album.
Who would have thought?
I never would have thought, man. We are indeed living in the simulation.
It blows my mind. It really does.
It really does. And they only did that just because like, not because it's the meme pick, but because I don't know, like it's just I feel like it might not even be the best one. I didn't listen to any of the contemporary Christian albums,
Yeah, no.
Why would I? But hey, teach their own. But
it's not a good album.
Yeah, it's not great. So
I mean he probably just won because he's Kanye West.
Yeah, it's the name recognition.
Yeah.
But nah, man, Hillsong Young and Free, bro. They should have won. Dude. Man. They should take that. They got snubbed, bro.
Dude,
Hillsong
back in
Young
the
and Free
day,
got snubbed.
Back in high school, man, I went to a Hillsong Young and Free concert.
Really? Wait, what division is Hillsong Young and Free? Because I know they have. Hi, former Christian here, but I know they have different like divisions and groups.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they have like Hillsong United is the big one, right?
Hillsong United is like the big one.
That's the big one. Which one's
actually,
Young and
maybe
Free?
Maybe I saw United. I can't remember. I might have seen United and they did Young and Free. Young and Free is like, we're cool, we're hip, we're for the kids.
That's why they're in contemporary, right?
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like modern Christian, and it sounds like, I don't know, something that would play on the radio, I guess. But like
on the Christian radio,
but it plays on Christian radio. Yeah, dude.
Okay.
They used to, man, they really had me in a chokehold, dude. Like,
you were on that Christian radio shit.
It was rough. It was rough. It was a rough time in my life. But no more. No radio. Period.
No radio. Period. Honestly, that's a very strong conviction to stand to, and it's actually not. I'm lying. It's super easy now with streaming.
Yeah.
There's no need to listen to the radio anymore.
Nope. It's dead.
It's dead. Radio's dead.
I guess it's not dead, but
it's not. Yeah, it's not entirely dead.
It's dead to me.
If you think about it, our show is a kind of a subsidiary, if you will, of radio.
Interesting.
I mean, like the podcast format came from radio.
You're not wrong.
That's just facts. So I guess
maybe,
we do owe it to radio.
We should be paying our respects to radio.
Let's pay our respects to radio. Moment of silence for radio. Okay, not really. It's dead air. We can't do that. We can't do that. Come on. All right.
Hey man, I was ready.
But hey, I mean, good for Kanye, I guess.
I mean, he peed on a Grammy and then he got a Grammy.
Yeah, I mean, he needs it after Kim and all that. So,
he's got a lot going on over there.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, good for him. But that's just such a crazy situation to happen.
What a wild timeline.
We're going to go past country. Hey, the big upset that I'm pissed the fuck off about. Well, not really. Actually, I feel like I'm more pissed off about a different one. But
really?
This is upsetting. Yes. This is upsetting because it feels very undeserved. But at the same time, good for him. Nas, King's Disease winning Best Rap Album. This is his 17th nomination and his first win?
First win. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like so crazy. Which good for him. I mean,
DiCaprio.
This is a stacked category, honestly. Like, I mean, none of them came close to touching Alfredo. Alfredo definitely should have won. Obviously. And everyone on hip hop Twitter agrees. Because I've been in the comments of like all the Nas posts. And it's like, oh, should have gone to Freddie, should have gone to Freddie, should have gone to Freddie. Alfredo should have won. Which, I agree. But, hey, agree. Good for Nas. I didn't hate King's Disease. I mean, Hit Boy really did his thing on that.
Right. And I was going to say, that was one thing I was happy to see was Hit Boy get his win. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video of like Big Sean. Hit Boy was like, I guess, going over to Big Sean's house to like, for the Grammys, and like he walked in and Big Sean was like, dude, you won. And he was like, we won? And he was like, no, you won. And he was hit by
he's like, no, you won. I didn't win shit.
He's like, no, not for my album, for the other album you did. But yeah, Hit Boy was so happy and he like started crying. It was like, it was a really good moment. I was like, you know what?
That's really good for him. I'm happy for Hit Boy. Him, yeah.
Yeah. Although Nas, I mean, obviously, well respected in the game.
It's just, it does feel too late. And that's one of the, I forgot who I was watching, but they were mentioning something about how the Grammys likes to recognize people too little, too late in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So they give Nas all these nominations and then he finally wins one, but it's too late. He's kind of past his prime in a sense. And like when he should have won it, that's long gone.
He didn't. Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot with award shows, honestly. Like, kind of like I was saying, because this like reminds me of like Leonardo DiCaprio and like Oscars. And it was just like, boom.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
so many performances.
He won for The Revenant, right?
Yeah.
And that's not what, that's not at all what he should have won for. Good performance, but nowhere near his best.
There are so many like other great performances that it should have gone to. But then it ends up being like, oh, I mean, yeah, he definitely deserves one. Maybe not for this.
Yeah, but just in general.
In general. And then it ends up going to something that maybe wasn't it wasn't deserved.
Wasn't
for.
fully deserving. Yeah.
So then you have a situation like this where Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. Dude.
I feel like the same thing is going to happen to Freddie though.
God.
I feel like the same thing is definitely going to happen to Freddie.
I could definitely see that.
I feel like he's gonna finally get his flowers, but it's gonna be too little, too late, and we're gonna be talking about some other guy who's finally starting to get recognition that deserved it.
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. But Freddie did say, he was like, I rap best when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Tweeted that out after.
He also did say he's undefeated in court. So
he is undefeated in court.
That was fucking hilarious. I love that video so much.
I'll probably
end up playing it during the break for those of you who haven't seen it. But God, that shit is so fucking funny.
It was pretty
He's in
funny.
his fucking pink suit and he's like, I may have lost today, but I'm undefeated in court. So fucking funny. Love that man. So fucking hilarious.
I love that. He always has humor.
He's always been one of the funniest fucking guys online.
Yeah. And we met him. I'm going to get him on the pod.
We did meet him. Yeah. We're going to get him on the pod. We're going to get, boom, 3 videos and hopefully not have glitchy as fuck.
Oh my God. Let's hope not.
God, that's going to be rough as shit.
Let's hope not.
But yeah. Next up, best rap song. Bit of a disappointment, but I saw this coming. I'm pretty sure this is what I had guessed would happen.
I think that is what you guessed. I think I guessed Roddy.
Mm-hmm. I wanted Roddy. I was pulling for Roddy, but Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce won with Savage, which dope song. And honestly, I am really happy that Megan got her 3 Grammys. I mean, good for her.
Yeah,
she's doing dope shit. And she really does deserve to be recognized. But I do feel that, I mean, The Box was such a moment.
It was so big. It was a bigger
so
song.
Big. It was
a bigger song.
It was definitely a bigger song. But the only thing I will say is that I feel like The Box's time, it shot up and then it slowly tapered down. Whereas Savage went up, not quite as high, but it persisted a bit longer.
Yeah, I can see that.
And especially you have the original song and then the remix.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I will say, I think one thing that The Box kind of suffered from was just that, I think it was really, really starting to hit its peak right as COVID hit.
Yeah.
And so I think there probably would have been a number of other live performances or different things that Roddy was doing, a tour, things to promote the song even more.
And you barely get to hear it in the club. Come on.
Exactly. And
barely got to hear it in the club.
Thing. So, and also Savage just has the Beyonce power.
Beyonce.
You can't deny it.
It is really, really funny that specifically the remix is the one that's getting all these nominations. I feel like there's another instance where there was a remix on here, but it wasn't the one that got nominated. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking different, but I don't know.
It might have happened.
But
I can't recall.
Good for Megan. Extremely happy for her. H-Town Rise Up. Let's go.
Woo.
I'm not even from Houston, but fuck it, whatever.
Well, I am. Let's go.
All right. Hold on. No, you're not.
What? Yes, I am. Hey, listen, I didn't move. I moved in the 7th grade. All right.
7th grade? Dude, your formative
actually, no, it was
years
8th grade. It was 8th grade.
But I'm sorry. If you didn't go through high school there, you can't say that you're from there, man.
I lived there for my entire till I was 13.
You need at least the entirety of middle school and high school.
Nah, you're just hating. You're just hating,
man. Dude. Your formative years.
I spent more I did more grades in Houston than I did after I moved.
But it's about what impacts your life the most, and I feel high school.
No, because if I ask someone, I'm like, "Hey, where are you from?" They're gonna be like, "Oh, I lived in Tennessee for half of my life, and then I moved here." So I'll be like, "Oh, you're from Tennessee? That's cool."
Guess.
So I guess.
I don't know.
It's just Houston
it's so
till I die.
That's a very drastic difference from moving from Houston to Katy. That's so.
It's literally 20 minutes away though.
Exactly.
It's really not even.
You can't.
I was already in Houston.
Have you not seen those memes about those people saying "Oh, I'm from Houston," and then they're actually from a different subdivision.
Okay, well those are people that aren't actually
people from
Houston.
Sugarland, or I've even seen. I saw one on TikTok where it was it's north, further north, and then they kept going. It was Conroe is yeah. It's like that shouldn't count.
Okay, Conroe, you're doing too much. Conroe,
yeah, you're doing way too much with Conroe.
You're stretching it.
Definitely.
Now, where I was from, A-Leaf, that's literally for where Lizzo's from. Straight up.
You know what? I'll give you a pass. I'll give you a pass, but I
am a Houstonian, sir.
Whatever. Best melodic rap performance. Andy brings another one home with Lockdown.
Woo!
Not entirely mad about it. Not mad at all. Definitely was pulling for the box, obviously.
Yeah,
for the same
but Andy got another Grammy.
But, always happy to see Andy getting recognition, man.
Exactly.
So good for him. And, dude, ever since Silk Sonic, man, I love watching his Spotify monthly listeners climb up.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's like, dude, he was at what, 4 million? He had less than Denzel. I remember that much. He was at 4 million. Yeah. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe
I thought it was at like 6. I don't know.
Might have been at 4 or 6.
I always take a screenshot beforehand so I can see the growth.
I guess. But he was, he wasn't too high up. Now he's in the tens of millions, 20 million fucking monthly listeners.
It's crazy.
It's so insane, but he deserves it. And I just hope it sticks.
I think it will.
I'm fingers crossing here. I mean, I think
for sure.
I think, once that Silk Sonic tape drops and then once it dies off, I don't know how his monthly listeners are going to fare, but definitely keep my fingers crossed. I hope people return to his older work. I
feel like hopefully he makes enough of an impact where people are like, yeah, Bruno's dope, but Anderson.
Yeah.
This
dude,
Anderson guy
killed it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Killed that shit. So,
because I've had friends that have been like, they've been listening to like Silk Sonic or watch the performances and they've been like, dude, Bruno. And I'm like, hey, this is a duo.
Put some respect.
Okay.
And like,
there are 2 people here.
Look, Bruno's performance on Leave the Door Open, killer as fuck. Don't get me wrong. But he's doing like the smallest amount of work. Like he's literally just doing the hook.
I think there's
that bridge.
Right. There's I think Anderson, I will say, dominates the first half, I think. And then like the second half is very like Bruno heavy.
Well, it's just because it's chorus, bridge, chorus again. Right. That's why. And
it's a good chorus.
It's a fantastic chorus, but it's like when the meat and potatoes of the song is the verse. So
you got a point. Andy's the part that's really gonna. He got the groove.
Unless you like.
So good.
So good.
And the music video, come on.
So fantastic, man. I'm so excited. The one thing I will say though, I really do hope the cover for the single art isn't the actual album cover.
Really? I think it is. I'm pretty sure
I'm pretty sure it is too. And I just like.
You don't like it?
I don't love it. That's the thing. I don't love it. Also, Bruno, and look, hey, I'm one to fucking talk, and I'll admit that straight up. But Bruno needs to work on that facial hair.
Dang.
I'll say it.
You're throwing shots at Bruno
I'm saying
Mars?
It.
I do not back this up. Bruno, I don't want the smoke.
From a fellow fucking facial hair struggling motherfucker, I get it. I'm Filipino. He's Filipino, right? Like, I'm not tripping. He is. He is, right? I keep fucking forgetting if he is.
Why do I feel like I'm pretty sure he's like Hawaiian?
Oh, well, very similar.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that though. But
let's see.
Top Asian hair, but no.
Born and raised in Honolulu.
But like, where's his like his parents from? That's what I want. He's half.
A great. Half.
Someone in chat says that he's half.
Oh, he's half. Oh, there it is. His mom is Filipino.
See,
there you go.
That's the dude. All right. So and look, I'm leveling.
Half Puerto Rican.
I'm leveling with him on a Filipino to Filipino level.
There you go.
We gotta do something about this. And I'm doing stuff right now. I'm doing the Rogaine, and you can't see it on camera, but it's starting to work.
You got a little something?
It's starting to work. It's growing elsewhere.
Gotcha.
So like, we're working on it. We're working on it. And hey, come 6 months to a year's time, full.
You're gonna be.
I'm gonna have.
You're gonna be
a
giving me a run for my money.
I'm gonna have a zombie juice beard. On
Oh my God. Jeez.
I'm gonna put little beads in it. I'm gonna look like a pirate. All right.
You know what I'm thinking? I don't know. Maybe I'll go big too. Maybe I'll go
big, go home, man. That's what
exactly.
you gotta do. All right, but Lockdown. Shout out Anderson, man. Good shit. Best rap performance. Savage wins once again.
Yeah.
Not really quite what I would have gone for here. Oh shit! I accidentally tabbed out, but we're fine.
Oop.
Give us what the other ones were while I scroll back.
Let's see. We got Deep Reverence, which would have been my pick.
Would have loved that one.
So that would have been nice. I mean, there was Bop from DaBaby. Don't really care that much.
Don't care that much either.
What's Poppin' was cool. But yeah, The Bigger Picture and then Dior from Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
I mean, a posthumous win for Pop Smoke would have been cool, but I'm not mad at it. I think Savage, if we're talking about best rap performance, like it was so good. And I think Beyonce's verse on like that is super dope. Of course, Megan's is too. Fair. So I think if we're talking rap performance, like I'm not mad at that one. I'm honestly not.
All right. That's fair. Again, I really can't be mad about Megan winning. I am extremely happy for her, but I would have loved to have seen it go to Deep Reverence.
Yeah. I mean, I like the song. I like that song more, honestly.
Yeah.
But they're both great. Savage goes off in the car.
It do be going off in the car though.
It's nice. It's nice.
Best R&B album. This is the one that I'm more pissed off about than best rap album.
Oh yeah, I knew this one would get you. This one would get you going,
bro. When I heard them say the words John Legend, I lost my shit. John Legend wins over Givion's Take Time, which, by the way, USPS, run me my fucking vinyl. I swear to God. Run me my vinyl, bro.
Jeez.
But
they're really doing you dirty.
How, man? Did y'all y'all didn't hear the same album I did or something? Come on. That was fantastic. And you want to know the funny thing? When I first saw these nominations come out, because that album was one of the last ones that I heard last year, because when I was doing my catch up.
Yeah, I remember.
When the nominations came out, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I did not fucking know him. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went back to it because I'd been hearing good things about it. And I just, it's so amazing.
Yeah.
USPS,
I remember when you told me,
vinyl, I swear to God.
I remember when you told me you listened to it and you were like, dude, it just jumped to like my number 2 spot. I was like,
it's so amazing.
What?
Well, it's because any album that's going to make me feel something like deeply and emotionally, it's going to have that bonus points. But I just think it is phenomenal in its own right too. Givion's voice is fantastic. I mean, the lyrics and Heartbreak Anniversary, Vanish, everything, man.
I'm still waiting for it to hit me like it hit you.
Dude,
but
I told you need at least 3 pains for it. 3 pain.
3 pains. I maybe got 2.
You got about 2 pains. You need 3 pains.
I got 2. I need 3 pains.
You need 3 pains. Get 1 more pain, and then it'll hit different. Guaranteed.
I was about to make a T-Pain joke, but I think
I knew you were going to. I was going to go the route of 2 Chainz, but
I was thinking that I didn't know if I should do 2 like
2 Chainz
I should do T-Pain or 2 Chainz, and I couldn't even think of a punchline, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it.
Exactly. Speaking of which, I hope T-Pain does some more stuff. I know he's been on the Twitch shit a lot lately.
Oh yeah, he has.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I haven't really heard a feature from him since Tequila. If we're talking official ones,
yeah.
But if we're talking unofficial ones, he was on the Clink remix.
Oh, he was. Oh, he did a good job on that.
She already decided mixtape that came out on SoundCloud and was taken down for some reason.
It was taken down?
Yeah, it was taken down. So people had downloads of it though, so I told.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I already have it on my Spotify.
Yeah, no, I can say this because he was actually encouraging people. He's like, anyone who saved it, like let people know and shit like that. And I was like, thanks.
Nice.
Because
it's a good mix.
He wanted it for the people. But
Smino's for the people.
It's a great feature, and I hope he's doing more stuff.
I hope so.
Best progressive R&B album. Not necessarily a super upsetting win.
Not at all.
Because it definitely could have gone worse.
Oh, it could have gone a lot. I mean, actually, there's only one pick here that I would have just been like,
oh yeah, I would have been. I would have been upset if Chilombo won.
Like, Janae,
I think that album, like, I think it's boring.
Yeah, I have nothing against Janae. You know, she's
like, as a person, definitely.
She seems great, but
and she can do some. She can do some slappers.
Yeah,
no,
she can.
I fucked with Triggered. I fucked with Triggered pretty hard.
That's a good one.
I did not like. She did the remix with Big Sean, right?
Yeah.
I did not like that remix. He ruined it for me.
Dang.
It was
Big Sean. He does do that sometimes.
He does do that, but you know he's very hit or miss. But
he is.
Yeah, that I fucked with that song extremely heavily, but I really would have been upset if Chilombo would have won. That would have been the one that upset me. But I would have been fine with any of those. But I would have been extremely happy if Ungodly Hour won.
Yeah,
super deserved.
And not mad that it went to Thundercat. I don't know if we said that.
Oh yeah, we didn't. It is what it is. Thundercat won.
Thundercat won.
So happy for him. This is his first Grammy, right?
Second, I believe, because he had one for T-Pep.
Right, that's right. I was gonna say he probably got some sort of like.
Yeah, so second Grammy, but this is the first one that's
his
Thundercat's Grammy.
Thundercat's Grammy, exactly.
So that's super dope. Obviously, sad Chloe and Halle didn't win that one, and actually ended up going home empty-handed.
Yeah, so upsetting. That's the other thing. 2 people that got robbed that night in broad daylight called the police because they were. Well, I guess
actually another person.
It wasn't broad daylight, but
another person I think.
You've got a third one. But I mean, the 2 that I'm most upset about is Freddie and Chloe and Halle. I will give you that Phoebe was kind of robbed. She should have won at least one thing.
Yeah, for sure. But Chloe and Halle,
I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised she didn't come home with anything. But
I'm surprised too.
Chloe and
I
Halle,
am too.
Should have gotten that.
Come on.
But happy for Thundercat
next year.
Happy for Thundercat though.
For sure. I can't even be mad. When they said Thundercat, I was like, I
was like, okay,
great.
I was like, all right.
I remember even Anderson, of course, he was rooting for Free Nationals, and he posted on his story while he was watching the nominations, and he was like, Free Nats, and then they're like Thundercat, and he was like, let's go, we'll take that too. And I was like, that was the exact same energy I had. I was like, Chloe and Halle, and I was like, you know what? We'll take that too.
Exactly. We'll take that as long as it's not Chilombo. That's it.
Yeah. As long as it's not that. And I think it's funny because Janae was actually presenting the awards that for all of these.
Really?
So I don't know if she was doing, I don't know if she did progressive R&B, but she was definitely presenting all the other ones.
Oh, wow. That's so weird.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah, I guess.
But it happens.
It does happen. Yeah.
Move them right along because I feel like we're kind of.
Yeah, we're taking a bit long. Best R&B song. Better Than I Imagined, Robert Glasper and Her, and Michelle. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna try because it would be wrong if I fucked it up.
Yeah, you would probably butcher it.
Yeah, I would butcher it.
Would have liked to see Chloe and Halle win, as we said before, but
of course, I would have been pretty happy with Earth Gang winning too.
The Earth Gang, yeah,
that would have been
fine with me too.
It's just crazy that Her got 2 noms in this category.
Yeah, so they love her. They love her.
I guess they do. They do love her.
I don't know why. From the start, literally from the jump, the Grammys were on her music.
I guess so, man.
So
because didn't she got nominated for Best Part? The song that she did with Daniel Caesar.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a big song. That was a really big song.
Wait, whose song is that though? Because it was nominated under
it's Daniel's.
Her. Yeah, that's why I was very confused with that nomination, but whatever. Best traditional R&B performance. Would have loved to see Wonder What She Thinks of Me get it. But
it's a great song.
Anything for You, Ladisi won. I'm just upset that Chloe and Halle didn't win that. That is a beautiful song. Should have won. Black Parade, Beyonce won for best R&B performance.
Yeah. I don't really have anyone in this category.
No skin in the game for me either. Best alternative album, Fetch the Bolt Cutters, Fiona Apple. Not entirely mad about that.
Not mad.
Yeah, would have definitely enjoyed Punisher more. But you know, it's cool that Fiona got it. That's
cool that Fiona got it. I'm not even necessarily shocked that Fiona got it for this one. Because I was like, I'm sure she'll come away with some Grammys, you know? I was just hoping that she would have given Phoebe a little crumb Just
just
a little one.
Crumb of recognition.
Yeah, but
would have been nice.
Yeah.
Best rock song moving forward. Stay High by Brittany Howard won.
Yeah.
Pretty
not familiar with that song.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Brittany Howard though.
Of course.
Yeah, I think
good on her. But I mean, Kyoto was also nominated, and Shamika by Fiona Apple, which actually won in Best Rock Performance. Good for her, but also did beat out Haim and Kyoto.
Unfortunately,
but you know,
nothing for Haim either. Nothing for Haim either.
That's another upsetting one.
So like, man, I was definitely surprised. I was taking a lot of L's. A lot of L's.
Definitely. But hey, man,
but it's okay.
I'm surprised you're not as upset about the Grammys as I was.
You know, you're really right. I don't know why. I think the thing is like Fiona took Phoebe's Grammys, you know, which like I can't even be mad about.
Right.
Because she's Fiona Apple and the album is honestly good.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, like I said, Phoebe's album, my album of the year. But I can't say that she was like, it went to anyone that didn't deserve it necessarily.
Exactly.
Which is just my biggest thing. So, hey, obviously the Grammys and the Recording Academy likes Phoebe. I'm sure she'll be nominated again for whatever she releases later. And we'll just hope she gets something then.
Yeah, I hope the nominations are nearly as good next year.
Yeah.
Actually,
same for Haim. Would like to see Haim
I was going to say, I think the I don't fucking know, because I remember the nominations being terrible when they first came out. Really? Like they appeared terrible. I think it's just more in the upper categories.
Yeah. But I mean, once you get to the...
Yeah, and that just has a lot to do with the lack of music coming out because of COVID.
You're not wrong about that.
Not a lot of control over that. But best dance/electronic album, Bubba K Tronada.
Let's go.
K Tronada.
Let's fucking go.
Got it. That's fucking awesome. And also best dance recording with 10% featuring Kaluuya. Not necessarily happy about Kaluuya being attached to that, but you know.
Yeah. No, I definitely would have can't be mad K Tronada got another Grammy.
Yeah.
Would have loved to see that go to Disclosure, Meaning, Slow Tie.
Exactly. I was gonna say that would have been awesome to see. But
or even Flume and Tori Moi.
Very true. Very true as well. But you know.
But K Tronada winning got a lot of people Grammys.
Big dub.
That were featured on that album. So like I think now Mick Jenkins has his first Grammy.
I don't know if those should really count. Like I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, if they have such a thing as half Grammys, it should count. But like
I get what you're saying. I think it's just like if you're nominating, if the album itself wins and you're a part of this album, I can see like why they would be like, we're going to, acknowledge everyone who put into this album, because I mean, it wouldn't be the album without those people. So
I guess so. I don't know. It's just features feel a little bit different than like the people that
person who really made it.
No, not even that. Just like oh my God. Wow. Why am I blank? Like the producers, the writers and shit like that. I can't English right now. But I don't know. It feels a little different. I feel like for specific tracks that they get nominated with, I think that's definitely fair game. But, you know, hey, the more Grammys that go out to artists that I love, the better.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. Cool. We're getting towards the end almost. So
yeah,
let's bang these out. Best pop vocal album, Future Nostalgia. Never could really get into it, but I honestly. I'm not that upset over its win.
I'm not too mad. Like I said, I think I said it before. I liked Future Nostalgia. Honestly, I think it was a good pop record. It's fun. It's got some bops on there. Out of every album on there, on this list, I'd say it's my second favorite. Obviously, I did like Folklore. But if we're talking about best pop vocal, I think Dua,
because Taylor's was more folk.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a folk album. So Dua put out a great pop album, and I think she deserved that win. And her performance was really cool, and she killed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, good for her, I suppose.
Yeah.
Best traditional pop vocal album. Honestly, we can skip this one.
Yeah, I don't have anyone there.
Yeah, American Saturn, James Taylor. Woo, I guess. Best pop duo group performance. This honestly was a bit of a disappointment.
God, it was.
Rain on Me, Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. Do not love that song. And as much as, I'm personally not a K-pop fan, Dynamite was a big fucking moment and BTS really should have gotten it.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I was really like Dynamite, BTS. I don't think I've heard this song.
You gotta
and
be
then
on
they
TikTok
performed it at the Grammys, and I was like, oh, I've definitely heard this song.
Yeah.
You can't escape that.
Big fucking moment. And it would have been a step in the right direction for more foreign language music acts getting nominated for bigger awards.
Yeah.
Rather than being foisted into the foreign language category. This could have been, obviously it's not, the Song of the Year nomination, but it's a step towards kind of like a Parasite moment with the Oscars.
Oh, for sure. I can definitely see that. And I mean, it's literally just acknowledging
yeah, exactly. I mean, BTS is one of the biggest names in music. They continually break so many records, especially on YouTube with premieres.
Oh, it's
and
insane.
First 24-hour watches. They're so fucking insane. And they should be recognized for that.
The army, I'm sure they raised hell.
Yeah. No, they were very, very, very upset.
Yeah. So,
but
oh well.
Yeah.
Good for you, Lady Gaga and Ariana.
I guess.
Best
pop solo performance, Watermelon Sugar by Hairstyles wins. I'm happy that it's not Yummy.
Yeah.
I would have
definitely
probably thrown a big fit if that fucking horrible song won.
Yeah, I'm just happy it didn't. I think Justin went home empty-handed too. So good on. Good on.
Honestly, I want to get to Justin later. I'm coming for that ass.
You got some shit to say?
I got shit to say, indeed.
Oh,
we'll get back to him later.
I'm
coming for him, but
went to Watermelon Sugar.
Not a bad song. Not a bad song.
Not at all. Not mad at that. Harry Styles got a Grammy. Good for him.
Good for him.
Like Harry Styles quite a bit. So
I like Harry. I like Harry a lot.
He's a good guy. Good guy.
Good guy. Doing good things. Best new artist, Megan. Can anyone really be surprised?
No, I would have. I can't be surprised, especially as much as she was, just winning throughout the night.
Yeah.
Although I would have really, like I said, Phoebe would have been dope. Chica also would have been incredibly dope. So
I'm glad Kate Renata didn't win because he doesn't deserve to be in that category. Yeah. It feels dumb.
So not mad at that.
Yeah.
Go Megan.
Go Megan. It's your birthday. Actually, no, it's not.
I was like, no.
She's an Aquarius, I think it is.
Oh, really?
I don't remember.
Wow. I was about to say almost Capricorn, but
almost. We could have had one, but
could have.
It's fine.
Oh well. But
Song of the year.
Song of the year.
I Can't Breathe. Her.
I am.
It feels performative. It feels performative.
It does. It definitely does. They're gonna pick the choice that makes them seem like they really like black
care
people.
About,
because it's trendy right now.
Issues. Exactly.
And I mean, I guess so. Obviously, I would have still loved for it to go to the box. Like, come on.
Yeah, the box really should have.
Come on. Nothing for the box, dude. One of the biggest songs. Like,
dude, it was. I think the biggest thing that dragged it back is it came out so early. Not even like it came out at the tail end of last year of 2019.
2019, yeah.
And then it shot up in popularity in 2020. Right. But
it only had came out in December, so it only really had 3 months to do the damage. I mean, not even 3 because COVID hit right in the middle, so 2.5.
Exactly,
so the traction that it was able to get in that time is
insane.
Insane.
It was you literally could not escape that song. You want to talk about songs you can't escape? That one you could not escape. Especially if you were on TikTok, dude.
One of the last things I did in February, I did February of 2020, I did karaoke for the first time.
Really?
A bar. It was wild. It was really wild.
Damn.
And I did the box. Of
course you did. Of course.
Had a good time.
Got to do it to him.
Yeah. So Roddy's my guy. He will always be my guy. Hoping a new album.
I really do wish he would have gotten something for that.
I know. It was unfortunate.
But, you know.
Oh, well.
We just did that. Ha ha! Fuck.
Album of the year,
folklore, Taylor Swift, of course. Grammys love them some Taylor.
They do. Which I was kind of like, I don't know. Taylor didn't win a whole lot.
Yeah, she really didn't.
So actually, was that her only win of the night? I don't know.
No.
There was another one. Yeah, I feel like there was one other one. Maybe.
Control Find, Taylor Swift, Space Dash, winner. Oh wait, no. Okay, that doesn't work. Is it a different kind of dash? There we go. No, it's only one.
That was the only one. See, that was the only one she needed. You know?
Damn. Well, I mean, it's the big one, so, you know.
Yeah. Well, one of the bigger ones. Well, one of the top. It's the top two.
I feel like album of the year is the big one. I mean,
really?
record of the year.
Record of the year is
confusing. I don't fucking understand why it's different from song of the year, but whatever.
Because song of the year is for the songwriters, and then record of the year is for the artists that performed. Yeah.
Whatever. That's stupid.
Yeah. But album of the year, Taylor, I mean, here's the thing. I actually realized I went back and looked at my year-end list. You know what's wild? The Haim album and the Taylor album were like right next to each other, 17 and 18. And I actually had Folklore at 17 and Haim at 18, which was wild. Wow. I did not even realize that I did that.
Garbage take, but okay.
It might be kind of a garbage take. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I still stand by that decision, but I really like the Taylor album. I thought it was a good album, and it's the only Taylor Swift album I can say that I've ever actually thoroughly enjoyed.
Just die on that hill, man.
I'm dying on the hill, and it got album of the year, and I would have rather gone to Haim, but here we are.
We're here.
So,
and that's what we're dealing with.
I guess can't be too upset.
Finally, we're at the top. Year. The top of the mountain, record of the year, everything I wanted, Billie Eilish, stupid fucking win, but okay.
Hey, like I said when we were doing our predictions, this is the song that actually got me into Billie Eilish and actually made me like her music. So I can't, that's why I was saying, I even though you were like super disappointed, I was like, I can't even be mad at that because I honestly like that song. I
would have rather it have gone to Savage. I would have rather.
See, here's the thing.
And I really thought it was going
much. Savage already had so many
but it's
awards.
not. It's the Grammys. It's not. Oh, hey, let's give everyone a participation trophy.
Hey, well, I liked.
It's whoever deserves it.
I think Billie deserves it too. Hey,
she's got too many, dude. She's fucking like what? 19. She already has like 80 Grammys.
She's racking them up. She's racking them up fast. And then actually, when she won, and like went up to give her speech. It was a whole thing because she was like, oh my gosh, I think Megan deserves this award. And basically like half of her speech was like talking about how she thinks Megan deserves this award. She
pulled the fucking
over her.
Adele.
She did pull an Adele. And I think Megan was kind of uncomfortable. She was just like, awkward. But yeah, that was
it's just like, I'm sorry, don't do that.
It does put the other artists in a little bit of an awkward position.
Yeah.
And I will say, I think like, I feel like Billie was honestly sincere about it, but it was just like, this is awkward. And I can tell Megan didn't really know what to do. She was just like, So yeah, Megan had a couple awkward moments actually, because there was whenever her and Beyonce won, I don't remember what it was, but for Savage, they both went up and then they're leaving the stage and Trevor Noah was like, wait, we have something to say. Beyonce has now, with that win, just broken the record for like having the most Grammys of all time.
For a female artist.
No, for any artist.
No, it was for a female artist.
No, it's any artist.
No, I've read like everywhere it said, hold on.
She's got the most Grammys of all time. 27, I believe. 27 Grammys.
Nah, you're lying. Yeah, so you're lying.
What?
Lying. It's Giord Solti with 31.
Who the fuck is that?
Fuck if I know.
Why is
a Hungarian-born British orchestral and operatic conductor. See, she has the most of any female artist.
Boo.
That's what it is.
Boo. I'm mad about it.
Most won by female artist, Beyonce, 28.
That's stupid.
Boom. Get fact checked, son. What's up?
That's stupid. Well, I blame Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
I blame Trevor Noah.
Fact check Trevor Noah, man. Put him in his place.
I will fact check Trevor Noah. Fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. I don't hate Trevor Noah that much. So don't wanna sour our chance of
getting a Trevor Noah interview for the pod.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
He's one of the better.
He's probably got a lot of stuff to say about things.
I'm sure. He's one of the better late night.
Yeah.
hosts.
I don't know.
He had a no-name interview, so good for him.
Good on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been kind of rocking with John Oliver lately after some of the stuff that he did.
Really? I don't know. John Oliver was never really for me. I'm really
he did this whole thing, and hey, we're getting into politics again. But he did this whole thing where it's this video of this bit where he's with Jimmy Fallon and he's like talking to the Alexa. He's like, Alexa, what are working conditions like at Amazon? And then Jimmy's oh, no. Like Jimmy's trying to shut it down. And I'm like, John, you slow dog.
Look at that.
I know. But honestly,
good for him.
It's pretty sick of him to do. Like, yeah, I like that. So
that is nice.
He's good in my book.
He seems like a good egg. I just never really got into him like that.
That's entirely fair.
So yeah, but we that's everything.
That's
all the Grammys.
The Grammys, and we're reaching like almost the hour mark.
Why do we do this? We do this every time.
We do this every time. 4-hour episode, guys. Come on.
God.
You guys be here for the whole fucking thing. Let's go.
We can't be stopped. So
can't be stopped. I was gonna say unless we go on a break, but then I'm like, fuck it. Let's full speed ahead, especially if we are gonna go any longer. Do you want to talk about South by first? Because I feel like we can quickly touch on that.
Yeah.
Before we get to the Oscar noms, I feel like the Oscar noms is gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah, understandable. Let's
talk about South by Southwest. We attended that over spring break. Virtual South by Southwest. Ooh. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 movies. I was going to push for 11, but man, I was just tired, bro.
Dude, that's totally valid.
Yeah.
That was rough.
But I know they mentioned something in an email about on demand, so maybe I can watch some of the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
After the fact.
That'd be cool. I got to see 15 movies.
He beat me by 5.
Yeah.
I had to one up.
But like I said, I didn't really have anything too pressing going on over the break. So
that's fair.
I was just kind of chilling, watching movies the whole time.
Yeah. But I guess since my list is shorter, I guess we can go through that. And like, if you've seen the ones that I saw, you can chime in. See You Then. Did you watch that one?
See You Then? No, I didn't. That was one of the COVID ones.
No. It was the one with IMDb. Don't fail me now.
Let's see. See You Then. Oh, yeah, that was the one.
It was about the transgender woman who meets up with her ex-girlfriend and. Wait, nope, that's not the movie. Fuck you, IMDb.
It's not that one? Jeez.
No. It is that one, but I clicked on the wrong one. There you go. And with Puya Moseni, who played Chris, and Lin Chen.
No,
which I thought it was really like a really interesting watch. I think the way that they like the dialogue was crafted fairly well.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I forgot what I had told you about it. I think it starts off a little bit like it drags a bit in the beginning because it is fairly longer than I feel like it needs to be.
I got you.
But I think definitely towards the end you feel a lot more of the passion in the dialogue between the two leads, and I just think they really really kill it in the end, and you get super invested. So if you are able to catch this one. Definitely.
I'll see if it's on demand.
Definitely a worthwhile watch, though. It's only an hour 14, so it's
that's super
good.
Short.
And transgender actress, always dope to see.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Always good to see. Let's see. What did I watch? Did you catch Potato Dreams of America?
I also didn't see that. I also didn't see Potato Dreams.
Man, is my list just going to be completely not?
I think we watched completely different. I think we had a few.
I feel like we
did, but
yeah.
I feel like we watched a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, Potato Dreams. I enjoyed it. It gave me a bit of Jojo Rabbit vibes for some parts of it, but I mean, I think it was enjoyable.
Cool.
I enjoyed watching it. It was entertaining. It was funny at a lot of parts.
Interesting.
I guess some of the storytelling was a bit rough around the edges, but I mean, I enjoyed it.
Cool.
I enjoyed it. I know you watched this one. You watched Ludi, right?
Ludi, yes.
You did watch that one.
Ludi, yes.
I did watch that. Very, very enjoyable. It was one of those ones where it's just the two characters and you really get into it, but very, very good.
I liked it. I like that one quite a bit.
I enjoyed that one quite a bit as well.
So good. I mean, that was one of my, I think I saw that on Wednesday, maybe.
It was one of the last ones I caught for me.
Oh, really?
I went back to it. I got busy after the first day.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wednesday was that second day. I saw that one. That was probably my best day at the festival, probably.
Fair.
But it was really great. Hopefully it gets like distribution and people are able to see it.
Right. Ninja Baby, we did both catch that one, but I did not realize that it was not going to be in English because I don't read. And I was packing my bags that night. So I didn't catch all of it. And I didn't feel like going back, but I did enjoy what I did see of it. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was cool. Like I liked what they did with the drawing of the baby.
I like that.
And stuff like that. It was fun. It's a fun movie. It's in what language? I'm so bad.
I believe it was Norwegian.
Norwegian? See, I'm the worst, man.
I want to say.
I don't.
I want to say it's Norwegian.
But another worthwhile watch. Definitely.
Yeah, that one
definitely
was actually
worth the time.
That was one of my favorites. I think that was actually my second favorite of the festival. I enjoyed that one.
Really? What was your number one favorite?
My number one was Swan Song. I don't know if you saw that one.
I did not catch that one at all. So
that one, I was not prepared to enjoy it as much as I did.
Fuck. Wait, you didn't put that on the list, did you? Oh wait, no, you did. Maybe
I think it was.
Lower.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think it was.
He sent me a list because I didn't have enough time to do my own research. So I'm like, I'll just watch all the movies he's gonna watch, so we can have cohesion in what we talk about. And here we are, having not watched any of the same movies. Pretty much
at all.
Did you watch Islands?
I didn't get to Islands, dude.
Fuck you,
I wanted to. I know.
Oh, I love that movie, and I'm biased, of course, being a Pinoy, but. Oh my God, it was such a great performance. And he won an award for that performance. I forgot exactly what it was.
Dang,
but
really?
He did win an award for that performance. Very happy about it. And I think because of that, I feel like it is going to come to some sort of streaming service. And I can show my mom. I want to show that movie to my mom, even though totally going to be a little bit awkward because it's a little raunchy and inappropriate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's some very explicit scenes. I don't want to spoil anything because
got you.
If you guys get the chance to watch it, I highly recommend it. But
right.
I guess the basic premise, it's about this Filipino guy living in Canada who's very, very shy. He's pushing 50 in this movie. Dang. I think actually he does turn 50 in the film. Anyway, not important. But he's pushing 50. He's a virgin. He's awkward. He's living with his parents. Yeah. Yeah, he's living with his parents, and when his mom passes, he has to take care of his dad. So it's a rough story, and you can really see the emotion from him. He feels awkward. The movie feels awkward, and I think they executed that extremely well. And I'd love to see that get some sort of other release. Definitely a worthwhile check out.
I'm upset I didn't get to that one because that was one of the ones. That one, and there's another one I wanted to get to that you're probably going to be upset I didn't get to.
Which one is it?
Fabulous Filipino Brothers.
Oh, I didn't finish it.
Oh, what? I
didn't finish it. You started
didn't finish it?
No, you want to know why? It's because I recognized that it was going to be a comedy.
And I remember you telling me this.
was gonna wait to watch it with my girlfriend, and we never got around to it because like she enjoys more comedic stuff. So I was like, oh, let me just watch this with her. This will be good. And I never got around to it.
Yeah, I felt like it was really disrespectful of me to not see it because the guy who directed it and also starred in it, Dante Basco, was the voice of Zuko in Avatar: Last Airbender.
Oh wow!
So I was really wanting. Yeah, I was really wanting to get to it, and I hope I can catch that one on demand. It looked really funny. Yeah, I really wanted to. I just there was so much stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you didn't catch Broadcast Signal Intrusion.
I didn't catch
that was an interesting fucking one.
I don't know why I didn't have it because I had it on my list and then I forgot to add it.
Slacking, but no, I watched it. It was really entertaining. I was very invested in it, and it's one of those thrillers that like gets you really good. I don't know. I think it was fantastic. I think the way it builds upon the story, I think it's great. I think that's another worthwhile watch that I hope comes to streaming at some point. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. We did both watch that one.
I'm fine. Thanks for yes. Yeah,
it was cool. Watch that one. I like that one too.
I like that one too. I think I liked it a little bit more than you probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I literally completely forgot what kind of I didn't enjoy nearly as much about it. I think didn't I say it dragged or something?
Maybe.
I don't remember, man. I can't remember my own thoughts, guys.
I don't remember what your criticisms were of it, but
I had some sort of criticism about it, but it was good. I think. Oh no! You know what it was? I don't want to get into spoilers. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into spoilers, but there are some scenes that's like,
scene.
Why would you do this? You could just do this, and it's just like,
the whole movie. It's just like you want to like the movie's called "I'm Fine, Thanks for Asking" because she's clearly not fine.
She's clearly not fine. She's going through shit
through the entirety of this movie, and the whole time you're just like, "Geez, can she catch a fucking break?" Like
exactly.
I just wanted a win, like just a tiny win, the smallest of wins for this character.
Just a crumb of win.
Yeah, just a small one, but there were some things that were like, come on.
Yeah, that was it was a little rough, but I'm pretty sure it's on purpose. So I mean, good on them for making the story that way. And hey, I was invested enough to be upset at things happening. So
hey, that's true. They did something right.
Yeah, exactly. I only have 3 more. Here Before. We did both catch that.
I did see that one.
That was interesting. That was an interesting one.
Yeah, I think
that one's definitely gonna come out somewhere because it was a BBC film.
Oh yeah, I definitely think people will be able to see that, and it was good. It was a kind of a slow burn.
It's definitely a slow burn.
The only thing is for me which is one of my criticisms of it, is that I think it's like a psychological thriller kind of, and you can kind of figure out what's happening. But it is a little pretty confusing. Early on.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little like, no, I won't spoil anything, but it
gets a bit confusing at some points.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that was one of my criticisms of it, is that like at the end, I just like had a little bit too many unanswered questions.
Right.
But I really enjoyed it. And I was really into it the whole time. And I was just like, I gotta see what's going on here. What is going on here?
True.
So it's good. It's good. I would say check it out when you can.
Definitely worth a check out.
Yeah.
Spring Valley was the documentary that I caught. I don't know if you did.
No, I didn't see any documentaries actually.
Oh yeah. Well, I did
saw
catch Spring
one
Valley.
kind of. How was that? You said that one kind of annoyed you.
It annoyed me, and I understand why they did it, but it's about that there's that viral incident where a school police officer basically threw a child out of her desk because she wasn't cooperating. Whatever. Right. It annoyed me because I felt like there was a lot of screen time given to the officer's side, and it seemed like it was trying to rationalize with him. And just, I mean, personally, to me, that's upsetting.
Yeah, it is upsetting.
I didn't like that. They had parts where I forgot her name, and I feel bad, but one of the activists she was meeting up with the officer, and they were essentially trying to reach some sort of middle ground about it and like understanding. But he was obviously not with it. And then there was a scene right before where, and I'm going to spoil this because it's real fucking life. All right.
It's documentary.
Whatever. But he went to this not conference, but it was this gathering of people, and they were essentially all on his side. They were siding with him. So him going in to meeting this activist after the fact, with him having that mindset, closed him off a lot more. And it's like, oh, I'm right. You know, like these people agree with me. And it's just like, we didn't see any bit of change in mindset from him. So I don't know. I didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy that for that reason, but it was good to get a lot of information about that situation, because obviously a lot of people really only saw the viral video and that's it. So
yeah. Got you. Oh, what in the?
But yeah.
Jeez. Some random
last film I caught
to my laptop. What in the world?
What? Someone's interrupting our broadcast? How dare they?
Yeah, it was like, whoever Miguel is, stop sending random photos to my laptop, dude. I don't know you.
Dude, are they inappropriate photos?
No, it was just
you wouldn't know. You declined them, right?
It was I saw, but I could see the little square.
Oh, the little thumbnail, right?
Yeah, it was just weird. I don't know you, dude. Stay away.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Last film I caught was Off Season. Off Season was an interesting thriller.
That?
But
did I watch that? I might have started that.
There was
Actually,
a lot.
I don't know if I finished.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it was fine. It was fine to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I did see that one, and I started and then I didn't finish. Because I don't know, for some reason I was watching. I was like, dude,
yeah.
I was just waiting for something to happen. Like I don't know. I just
yeah.
Like
it's a bit
really
it's a bit
taking
of a
its
drag
time
at some points.
Yeah.
What was the one that I said that I had started, but I was like, this is way too experimental, and it's 12 o'clock at night, and I want to go to bed.
Oh, I don't remember, because I don't think I watched that one.
I was gonna catch one more film, but then I was just like,
yeah, I cannot.
I don't remember. I need to pull up my list so I can see.
Let me look it up. Oh, it was IR.
Oh, it was IR. It was IR. Yeah. Which I wanted to, because I'd seen pretty good reviews about it. But then I was just watching it, and I'm like, it's 11, 12 o'clock. Like the timer's about to expire to watch these movies.
Yeah.
And I'm tired as fuck. Like I've been driving all morning. I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to finish this. I'm not in the right headspace to be watching an experimental film. And that's just that. So unfortunately didn't get to that one.
It's time and a place for everything.
I guess so.
And that was
what did you catch that I missed?
That you missed. I have
I'm guessing too many, because
well, yeah, we watched a decent, there was a little overlap, but
we had a couple overlaps, but like I'm guessing there's now 13 that I didn't watch that you did.
Yeah, and
because
some
we
of them
watched Here Before, I'm Fine, and then Ninja Baby and Lodi. Never mind. So 11 I didn't catch.
So there was one called Best Summer Ever that just really it just wasn't for me.
Right.
It was a musical about it was a musical that basically like copy pasted the plot from High School Musical, but
oh no.
It was like, yeah, but it featured a bunch of disabled people in it, and so it was like really great for that aspect of it. And I think there were a lot of roles that went to people that wouldn't normally be able to get roles like that.
Right. So instead of pulling a Sia, they actually cast people with
right. They actually cast people with disabilities. And so I just think it was very much like a Disney Channel. It just really was giving that kind of vibe. And I mean, clearly that's what they were going for, but it was not for me. And I couldn't with like some of the performances, not from the disabled people, but from like, you know, everybody else in the movie. that,
Right.
yeah, it was just a little too over the top and too cheesy and wasn't really for me. My friend
Fair.
enjoyed it. But yeah, just wasn't for me.
Fair.
So that was that one. Then I saw Women as Losers, which is my first movie of the festival, which was not a great way to start. I'm going from the, I'm going from the bottom down because I have mine ranked in Letterboxd. But
oh wow, okay.
yeah. So Women as Losers, that one was not good. Not a great way to start the festival. It was just like
not good. Just
really
flat out not good.
It was just trying so hard to like anytime there was anything that was like any for like some like Jesus English, any form of bigotry that was there, like the character would turn to the camera and be like, and that's like 80s, like 1980s racism for you, or like that's like, look at that, like typical sexism. Like it was like, we get it. You don't have to explain to us. Like we already understand that these things are racist or sexist or whatever. Like that's already implied. So it was just it was a little much. It was a little too spoon feedy to the viewer. Like, I don't think we needed the extra, like if someone comes up to you and calls you a slur, that's clearly racist, you know? Right. I don't need you to tell me that person was being racist. So yeah, that one was, that one was a bit much, but, then I saw, Bantu Mama, and that was cool. I didn't go crazy for it. That one was, I want to say from Brazil, maybe, but, yeah, it was cool. Nothing too crazy to say about that, but it was fine. Then I watched Recovery, which was a COVID film.
No.
And honestly, you know, I'll say this. I'm very wary of the COVID genre going forward. And this one, I think some of the jokes were a little bit too on the nose, but overall, not terrible. Definitely didn't start off too hot. I wasn't laughing a whole bunch, but I think it picked up after that. Kind of got me, had a few chuckles out of me.
I don't know, man. COVID movies are just going to age so poorly.
They are. And this one was about a road trip. So most of it, they're like on the road. So it's not super COVID heavy, except for like at the beginning and like kind of in the, like a couple parts in the middle. But, yeah, it was bearable. I will say that. And I honestly think, it was okay. I don't know how many more of those I'll be able to take, but we'll see. But Fair. After that, I saw the Charlie Xcx documentary.
I never got around to that.
It was good. It was really good. And I think it was really interesting that Charlie would choose to make a documentary about this album in particular, only because I feel like if there was any album that I needed more insight into, it definitely wasn't this one, only because like this album, when she made it in quarantine, she was like, I'm going to make this a very collaborative process between me and my fans. So we already got like a lot of insight into her creative process going forward. Like she was doing IG lives and showing us demos and like showing us lyrics and was like letting us choose like single art and was like, which like out of these four, like which do y'all choose, and did a poll. And like, it was really cool that she like let us in there. So this one, I was like, I don't know if I necessarily needed it, but it was really great. Honestly, I enjoyed it. And it was just cool being like, oh my gosh, I remember being in that Instagram live, or like, I remember like putting in my input on this, blah, blah, blah. So that was cool. And honestly, like her last album, How I'm Feeling Now, which this documentary was for, is probably my least favorite Charlie album in recent years. But I definitely have a new appreciation for it now. And yeah, I'm excited to go back and revisit it. And just kind of seeing all the work that she put into it was really cool, and seeing her relationship with other people and her producers and her boyfriend, who actually, she said she's been dating her boyfriend on and off for like 7 years. And
oh, wow. Really?
The longest time that they have ever spent together before the pandemic was 11 days. So they had never spent more than 11 days with each other which was insane. Absolutely insane. I guess they were just in like different areas all the time and stuff.
That's definitely probably a culture shock.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, but it was really cool seeing into her life like that. So that was that one. Then I saw Ludi. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Talked about those. Saw In Between Girl, which was a coming of age movie that took place in Texas, actually. At Galveston. The director, I believe, graduated from UT.
Oh, figures.
So yeah, lots of Texas love in there. But it was just a coming of age movie about this girl who is kind of, it's kind of like a, I don't want to say To All the Boys, but kind of a similar kind of feeling, I guess, to that. She's just like with a guy that's like, wow, I can't believe he would even go for me, or like that kind of stuff. But like the guy's also really like, he's a dick, like he's a terrible person. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's that, but I thought it was really great. Really enjoyed that one. Definitely if that hits streaming or anything, check it out. But now we're really getting into the ones that I was like, yes, these so good. The Fallout, which I thought was going to be a cute coming of age movie, and it was at time, but it's about a school shooting.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I was definitely not prepared for that when I started the movie. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then somebody's shooting up the school, and I was like, oh, wow, this is what we're doing. But you know what? They handled it very well. It was very well done. It features, I don't know, did you ever watch You, the show? You did, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The main character is the sister of Delilah from season 2. Like the little girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The younger sister. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She's the main character, and she honestly, she did a great job. Also, Maddie Ziegler's in this one too. So yeah, honestly, giving a good performance. Everyone was really great. Shailene Woodley was also in this, and the mom from Modern Family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was in that as well, and it was scored by Phineas, Billy's brother. So,
would you look at that?
Yeah, this was his first score. So, congrats to him. It was a good score. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that one, and I think it'll probably be definitely popular because the name's involved when that comes out. It's called The Fallout.
Right.
Look for it when it comes out. Then I watched Language Lessons, which was...
I didn't get around to that one.
Dude, I honestly really liked it. I was surprised. It takes place through Zoom, like the whole thing,
right.
And like videos, but it was really great. It's about this guy who's like taking Spanish lessons, and after a series of events, he gets a little closer to his Spanish teacher, and they just kind of like form a friendship that you would, it was like not expected. But it was really great, really charming, also sad at times. Enjoyed that one. Definitely check it out.
Fair. I meant to get to it, but
yeah,
I didn't get to a lot of them.
It was a good one. I think from my top ones, I don't know if you got to see any of these except Ninja Baby. Ninja Baby was very good. But I saw this short film called Don't Go Telling Your Mama, because on the last day of South by, I wasn't watching like all the movies we were watching. We're like, dude, this is not good. This is just not good. Like none of these are hitting. And my friend had a friend who was like, watch this short film. Like, you're going to love it. So we're like, all right, let's try this. And it was amazing. Oh my God. So it's directed by Topaz Jones, who I didn't think I was familiar with, but he is actually an artist. And when I went on like his Spotify page after, I was like, oh, I actually have listened to this guy before, and I like some of his music.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty cool. And it's like a documentary, kind of, a little bit. But yeah, it's like, so basically synopsis says in 1970, black educators in Chicago developed an alphabet flashcard set to provide black-centered teaching materials to the vastly white educational landscape, and the black ABCs were born. So it kind of is like almost like like black ABCs. And it sounds like it might not be great, but it was one of the coolest things I maybe ever seen. Like, it's almost like a music video at times, and then a documentary, and actually Black Thought is in it. So that was cool when I saw him pop up. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Nice. But
it was just really, really dope. And hopefully you get a chance to see it. It was only 30 minutes. It was amazing though. Definitely want to watch it again if it gets distribution at some point. So love that one. Then obviously Ninja Baby was great. And then Swan Song, that was my number one of the festival. About this really old man who used to be a hairdresser and is also gay. And he breaks out of his nursing home to go back and do hair for this lady that has just passed away. And I guess her dying, she was like, when I die, I want him to do my hair. So he goes back to do her hair, and a lot of shit goes down when he gets back to his hometown. It's really good, really funny, and also really sad. It's got it all. So
yeah, true.
That was my favorite one of the festival. Great leading performance from, I think his name is pronounced Udo Kier. He is actually, I guess, a pretty big actor. I didn't know this, but he starred in the original Suspiria, which I have not seen. I also didn't see the remake that came out a couple of years ago. But
right,
yeah, great movie. Highly recommend it. And that was my time at South by. I caught a panel with Barry Jenkins and Nicholas Patel.
True.
Which was great, talking about his new Underground Railroad show, which looks very, very interesting. So yeah, that was my time. I had a good time. I was very tired after, but it has honestly reinvigorated my desire to watch movies.
You know what? And I'm glad about that, because honestly, I felt the same way. Obviously, I was exhausted trying to keep up, but
right.
You know, I enjoyed watching a bunch of movies, and it makes me want to do more and watch more. So
yeah,
fingers crossed, good stuff comes out. Honestly, I think we can take a quick little break.
A little quick one.
A little break. And we might touch on some special stuff during the break. So, you guys, just to let you know, if you didn't know already, we are streaming the podcast live on Twitch, twitch.tv/FlipTV Live. If you want to catch us live on Wednesday evenings at 6:30 or 7 Central, I don't know what sometimes it happens earlier, sometimes it happens later. We'll see. We're professional about it though.
Very.
And for other time zones, that's 7:30, 8 Eastern, or Pacific -2 from 4:30 Pacific. I got it.
Quick maths.
I know time zones. Quick maths. But yeah, we're going to touch on a couple of quick special topics before we get into our last bit. And yeah, so we will be right back.
All right, and we are back from the break, and we are ready to get into some of our last topic, and it's going to be these Oscar nominations.
Yes.
So those came out last Monday, I think.
I believe so. It was right after. It was either right before the Grammys or right after.
Yeah, it was
My
right
frame
after.
of reference
right
in time
after.
is really messed up. So.
Yeah, I believe it was right after. So, I'm yes, we just kind of jump into these. I'll start near the bottom.
Guess so.
So we've got best visual effects, which we've got Love and Monsters, The Midnight Sky, Mulan, The One and Only Ivan, and Tenet. So I have only seen one of these.
I have seen absolutely none of them.
Nice. I saw Tenet, and yeah, I mean the VFX in Tenet, they're cool. They're great. I mean I think the practical effects are maybe, Christopher Nolan like crashed a plane into a building. So
what?
Yeah, there's that.
Was that really necessary?
Hey man, it's Christopher Nolan. He can do whatever he wants. So that, yeah. And I have actually been wanting to see Love and Monsters because Dylan O'Brien is in it. I am a Dylan O'Brien fan. True. Yes, always got to shout out Dylan O'Brien. Hoping his big indie break is coming soon. I was a big Teen Wolf fan back in the day. Can't lie.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Yeah, I was pretty into it. I've actually been, not gonna lie, I've been rewatching it. It's just it's entertaining. It's entertaining. What can I say?
Valid.
But yeah, I've been wanting to watch that movie. Heard it's pretty good. But yeah, I guess I'd be rooting for Tenet in this one. I don't really have anything else. I mean, I think the VFX were cool. The backward stuff was nice. Right. So sure. Don't feel too strongly about that category, honestly.
Is Tenet on anywhere to watch now, or
it's coming to HBO Max in a couple weeks, actually.
Oh, okay, sick.
Yeah,
maybe I'll catch it on there then.
Yeah. So
watch it the way Christopher Nolan intended.
Dude, when I saw it was like Tenet is coming to streaming. I was like, Tenet is coming to where? To where? Did y'all let Christopher Nolan know that his movie was coming to streaming? Did he approve of this?
Damn.
Yeah, Mr. Christopher Nolan, who, pushed back his movie for so long, hoping it would, he'd be able to bring theaters back into business.
You thought he was going to single-handedly save theaters?
And then the movie did not do well at the box office.
Unfortunate.
So, I mean, what do you expect? So.
I guess so.
But next up, we've got Best Production Design, which is The Father, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, News of the World, and Tenet. So of these, I have also only seen Tenet. I do want to get around to Ma Rainey's Black Bottom soon. And I've seen some of the production design from that, just from trailers and stuff. And also I've seen Mank. I think Mank could really end up taking this, or Ma Rainey, just because those are both period pieces, and especially more Mank. I think Mank will probably end up taking that one, but we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Not too strongly, invested in that one.
Time will indeed tell. When is the Oscars happening again?
Sometime in late April, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's plenty of time. Next up, got Best Makeup and Hairstyling. We've got Emma, Hillbilly Elegy, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, and Pinocchio. First off, I didn't even hear about Pinocchio. That's news to me. But I think in this category, I did see Emma. I liked Emma quite a bit, actually. Very, very good. So yeah, it was one of the last movies I saw in theaters, actually.
Oh, wow.
So Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is also in here. I think that could get it from what I've seen. Maybe even Emma too, because it's a period piece as well. So
right.
I don't know. I guess I would want to see Emma take just because I do like that movie quite a bit. Best Best International Feature Film. I haven't seen any of these. I do want to get around to another round soon. I'll probably watch that at some point, but I don't have any strong feelings about that category. So I'll move on to Best Film Editing, where we've got The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
I've seen one of these.
Nice. I've seen
Promising Young Woman.
I've seen two of these. And you know what? I'll say I normally when Oscar nominations come out, I can be like, I've seen all of these, or at least a large majority of them. But this year, dude, because of COVID
it's
and everything,
hard.
It's hard. And I also just don't care about the Oscars this year. Like, I just don't care.
Same.
I don't care. So, which is
I do want to see Sound of Metal. I've heard really good things about that.
I do plan on seeing
really
that at some point. So
you're inviting me over, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Do we have? Man, we still got to watch
Conflicted.
Conflicted. Still got to watch Conflicted.
We do.
God damn. But yeah, I think Best Film Editing, I would be pulling for Nomadland. Obviously, love that movie.
I still need to catch that one.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. So
it is on Hulu. Okay.
Yes.
See, I was trying to remember because it was Minari is $20.
Yeah, Minari is $20.
But okay, Nomadland was the one that's on Hulu.
It's worth the $20.
I could just wait. I could wait a little bit longer.
I don't know if it'll be. Where will it be streaming? I don't know if it'll be streaming.
Probably anywhere. Hulu. They get all the good indies.
Yeah, but I don't know if it. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pulling for Nomadland on this one. Really hope they get it. I could see it going. From what I've heard, I could possibly see it going to Sound of Metal, but not sure.
Oh yeah, because there's. I don't know. They did interesting things with the sound in there, but that would go into sound. Then
I've heard people saying that that's also probably going to win sound for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Then we got Best Documentary, Short Subject. I don't have anything in there, so I'll skip that. My Best Documentary Feature, I saw Time here, which was a phenomenal documentary. And like, I think I was just telling you this recently, but like, I don't watch a lot of documentaries, but every single time I do, I'm like, damn, that was fucking good. That was really good.
Yeah.
And that was one of those.
A good documentary is really good.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because like, in order to be a good documentary, you just have to tell the information. Mm-hmm. And as long as you deliver that information, then you're a good documentary. But if you tell an interesting story, that's what separates a good documentary from a great documentary.
Exactly. And that's what Time was. So this is about one woman she's an abolitionist trying to get her, her spouse out of jail. And it's just like, damn, it was really good. And it was really emotional and just really makes you hate the prison system. And yeah, it just, damn, it really hits you. So this was a great documentary. I hope it wins. If not, I have heard good things about Crip Camp that I want to try and catch that at some point too, but really pulling for Time on this one. It is on Amazon Prime. So, yep. Then we've got
Amazon Prime.
Prime. I know, dude, Amazon has all the black shit. I'm telling you. It will never make sense to me. But
does Jeff Bezos care about black people?
No. But like, he's giving us a new Barry Jenkins show. He's given it, like, Donald Glover just signed a deal with Amazon Prime. Like, the new Boots Riley show is coming from Amazon Prime.
Oh,
like,
fuck, Boots.
Like, yeah.
See, now I have to. That one I gotta catch.
Yeah, you got to. So they're making it hard on us. Making it real hard.
When you don't want to support Jeff Bezos, but you also want new Barry, new Donald, and new Boots.
It's a struggle. Certainly
it's a hard life. It's a hard life, man.
Yeah. So, but chugging right along, we got Best Cinematography, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, News of the World, Nomadland, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. So,
seen one of these. I've seen I've seen 2 Oscar nominated movies this year.
Nice. You're going to get those numbers up. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yes. Let's hope. But best cinematography here in this category. First off, why is Minari not here? What?
I haven't seen Minari yet. Sorry.
Cinematography is beautiful. It's beautiful. I still think Nomadland, like, obviously I've only seen Nomadland and Judas from these 5, but Nomadland cinematography is gorgeous.
From what I've seen of the stills, Nomadland looks gorgeous.
Yeah, and I've heard the Trial of the Chicago 7 is pretty boring and not that great to look at. And then from what I've seen in trailers and stuff, like, it doesn't look that interesting. So I'm really hoping Nomadland can take this one. And I just think it's really like Chloe Zhao, like all of her stuff she does with like natural lighting, and it just looks great. Just looks great. So I'm hoping that Nomadland takes that one.
Fingers crossed. Maybe I'll watch Nomadland this weekend. Maybe.
Hey, maybe. It's definitely it's a slow one, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try to give it a shot.
Yeah. Moving along now. I am going to probably just skip best costume design because I don't really have. Right. Oh, actually, you know what? I will say best costume design. Emma's in here, and also weird, but I never watched Mulan, and there were also. I didn't either.
I'm not paying $20 for Premiere Access. The fuck?
I know. Yeah, that was really stupid. Whole Premiere Access.
Hold on. Before we move on.
Yeah.
I do have to mention. I saw this fucking hilarious fucking tweet today. I need to find it.
Oh my gosh.
I need to find it. God, it's so fucking funny.
I'm on pins and needles.
Oh man. But so basically the premise of the tweet was that, you know, kind of like that thing that I've been saying, like, why are all the Disney Plus Asian led ones being put on Premiere Access behind a paywall?
Right.
So they had Mulan, they had Raya, and then they had Black Widow.
I already knew where it was going. I knew where it was going the second you started saying that. Oh my God.
It was so funny. Oh my God. In the YouTube video, I'll put up
I might have gone way too loud when I said that because I just really I knew exactly where you're going, but God.
Oh God. Keep it going. I'm gonna find the tweet. I'm gonna find the fucking tweet. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. That is really funny actually. So yeah, but I was going to say Mulan, for all the things, it's still so weird to me that the director of Mulan wasn't Asian. Don't understand that. But I will say the costume design, I remember when I saw the trailers, that was one of the things that really stood out to me was the costume design and the production design. I thought looked particularly well
it looks
done.
Really good.
So honestly, if Mulan were to get that one, I would be fine. But like I said, for that kind of stuff, they usually do like to go with period pieces. So I think Emma, Mank, Ma Rainey, probably Mank, I'm thinking is going to end up taking it. Then we got Best Sound, Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, and Sound of Metal. Sound of Metal is probably going to take this from what I've heard. It's about music. That seems like it should be a shoo-in for them. And also I can't remember if this is new because this best sound category, because there used to be sound mixing and sound editing.
So did they just mix them in together?
And now it's best sound. Which I'm like, okay, I guess they just wanted to, there was like, this is one of the categories people don't really care about. Although I did now I do have an understanding of like what sound mixing. It was upsetting because I was like, now I understand. A few years ago, I was like, I finally get the difference between sound mixing and sound editing. And then now they're like, nope, doesn't matter. This is one big category.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I can't find that fucking tweet anywhere.
Damn.
Oh, you want to know what it was? It was a fucking TikTok. That's why.
That's why.
I have to go find the TikTok to find the tweet now.
Yes, dude, I have so many I did not check my TikTok DMs.
Original content. Oh, yeah, you motherfucker. I know you haven't.
Dude, I didn't look at them all last week because of South by, and now I haven't. I think I have like 50 TikToks from friends. Like I'm about to marathon. I'm about to marathon all these.
Yeah, you're going to have your own TikTok film festival.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. But moving on, best original score, a category I am excited about. We got The Five Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, and Soul. First off, I really do love the Soul score. I thought it was really, really well done.
Right.
But Minari, dude, I already got the pre-order for the vinyl.
Yeah, that should come in eventually.
Yeah, and y'all, you know what? I'm serious about this because I bought this vinyl during the winter storm. Okay, I needed it, and it was limited to like 300, and I was like, I got to get this. I got to get this somehow. So I was like, despite everything happening in the world, I got to get my Minari vinyl, and I got it. So it's just a great score. It is. Man, when you see this movie, you'll see why it's nominated here because
true.
Man, it's great.
I'm gonna take a quick pause real quick here to show off this very, TikTok. Very fantastic tweet. No, I just found the tweet.
Oh.
Very good job. Very good job on this one. Why does Disney Plus charge extra for all Asian-led movies? And then Black Widow. I'm so glad that's a joke that has persisted time.
It has, and it's still funny every time.
It's always funny. I don't think it'll ever not be funny.
Nope. Man, that's a good one. That and Jason Derulo falling down the stairs. I never get tired of that.
I don't know. That one's kind of.
Dude, no.
I think that one had its time, but
no, dude. I find myself dying at that every single time. I don't know why.
I guess
I just like to see Jason Derulo fall down those stairs.
God, you're a horrible person.
It's just funny. Horrible person. It's just funny. Sorry, I love you, Jason. Love you, Jason. You're killing the TikTok game.
He is indeed killing the TikTok game.
So good for him on that.
All right, where were we?
Best original score, but we just finished up there. Best original song, I don't really care about any of those, to be honest.
Ooh, doesn't care, guys.
Best original, but it's probably going to go to her.
Yeah, probably.
But
do the Oscars love her as well?
I think they do. I'm pretty sure she's been nominated before. So it's probably possible. Also, that song is like, that's like the song. So
yeah.
Yeah. Next we got though best original screenplay: Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7.
Scene 2 again. Woo!
Now
pumping up this category.
Look at you, got 2. I have 3 in here.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Flex. I always fucking flex.
And I have a good feeling of who's going to win this, and I am not happy about it.
Who do you think is going to win?
Promising Young Woman.
You really think so?
The Promising Young Woman just won the Writers Guild Award for Best Screenplay, which definitely points to, because a lot of the members of the Writers Guild are also in the Academy. So that definitely points to a Best Original Screenplay win for Promising Young Woman. That's how I'm feeling about that.
I can feel that.
I would much rather see it go to Judas or Minari. Yeah, no, that's.
Well, I mean, don't get too. I mean, don't get your hopes down too much. I mean, it could still happen. So.
I mean, it could. I'm just already preparing for.
Yeah.
For that.
I guess.
But whatever. I can't think. I'm trying to think if there's anyone in here that I would have rather seen. I mean, I really liked I'm Thinking of Ending Things, but that didn't get nominated anywhere. So I don't think it really had too strong of a chance of getting in there. And I know it's just been so long since these nominations came out. Like, I know there were snubs that I was like, really? But definitely not coming to mind at the moment. Maybe they will in a bit. But I would definitely like to see Minari take this one or Judas, like I said.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. So, moving right along, Best Adapted Screenplay. We've got Borat, subsequent movie film, The Father, Nomadland.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I could have been at 3. Could have been at 3 nominated films.
You were close.
Oh, wow. Hold on. Actually, I am at 3 when we get to the next category.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So we got, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and The White Tiger. Got to give it to Nomadland. Come on, please. Give it to Nomadland.
Someone has bias, we can tell.
I do. And when Nomadland wins Best Picture, what are you going to do about it?
I'll watch it.
Exactly. And you'll love it. And I'll be happy because it won Best Picture. Well, so
we all need wins like that.
We do. So that's what I'm rooting for. I think it will win. And then we got Best Animated Feature Film. We got Onward.
Number 3, baby.
Yeah, you got 3 in here. I actually do not, but we've got Onward, Over the Moon, a Shaun the Sheep movie, Farmageddon, Soul, and Wolfwalkers.
Doesn't the Shaun the Sheep movie have like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, geez. Does it really?
I think so.
Dude, Sean's on his shit.
Hold on, wait. Why am I on my phone? I'll just check it on here.
I did not know that. I hadn't heard anything about that movie.
I've just been seeing memes about it.
I've seen 2
It has
of
a
these.
96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty good.
I think maybe it's the original one they were talking about. The original one has a 99%.
The original one is somewhat iconic. Just somewhat iconic. I've seen 2 of these. I've seen Soul and Wolfwalkers, which I thought were both very great. I think I still Soul might edge it out just barely for me. Just barely. Only because the problem I have with Wolfwalkers is that a lot of the beats felt similar to How to Train Your Dragon. And it was just like kind of the same sort of thing almost. But it was like How to Train Your Dragon meets Brother Bear a little bit.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, but Soul, great movie. I really like what they did there. I thought it was really creative for Pixar. And I think it was really interesting how they chose to tell that story and kind of didn't really have the normal 3-act structure kind of. It was a little different. I really like what they did with that movie. So I would be running for Soul. I think it's going to end up winning too. So what can you do?
We'll see.
What can you do about that? So
I guess.
Now we've got...
I think it will, though, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will. It definitely will. And it'll probably win score, too. But we've got Best Actress in a Supporting Role, getting into these acting noms. So hopefully I don't butcher any of these names. We've got Maria Bakalova. Maybe. That's how it looks. Glenn Close, Olivia Colman, Amanda Seyfried, and Ya Jung Yoon for Minari. I just realized she's the only one I said the movie for.
The only one you said what film.
That's because she's the best one here. I'm joking. No, I mean, I honestly haven't seen any of these other performances. So I don't really even know who would be the front runner here. I mean, Olivia Colman has won an Oscar before. Glenn Close has won an Oscar before. So obviously they both have, the good favor of the Academy. So it could go to either of them. But I would love to see it go to Yejung. So that's who I'm rooting for. That's who, I mean, I don't know if she's gonna get it, but that's who I would like to get it.
True.
Right. So now we've got Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
Ah, yes.
So
the problem category.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a
smidgen.
Sacha Baron Cohen for Trial of Chicago 7. Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah. Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami. Paul Raci, maybe, for Sound of Metal. And Lakeith Stanfield for Judas and the Black Messiah. So there was a lot of
Daniel
uproar.
Kaluuya and Lakeith are the supporting role.
Yes. Judas and the Black Messiah does not have a lead, apparently. There's no
there is no lead
in this movie.
There's no lead actor. And maybe the lead actor was the friends we made along the way.
It was. It really was.
Someone said fucking that. God, the guy who played, what's his fucking name? The political figure guy who was head of the FBI at that point.
Oh, Jesse Plemons?
Yeah, they said, no. No, the guy who was playing J. Edgar Hoover. I said that Martin Sheen was the lead actor.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
God, these motherfuckers don't stop, man.
Anybody. And you know what? Lakeith, like the studio submitted Lakeith as lead, as a lead actor. And the Academy just chose to put him in supporting, which, I mean, I know some people had like some serious issues with that. And we're kind of upset about it. Here's my thing. I cannot be upset about this only because it means that Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield are both nominated. Now Lakeith has his first Oscar nominations. And to be quite honest, if they truly had had him in leading, he would not have been nominated because the competition there is pretty stiff. So I guess so. The only way
I think that's the reason why they threw him into supporting was because they probably had an open slot in supporting. Like they didn't, because like they wanted to keep it the 5 and 5, I guess.
Yeah.
So they had an open slot. They didn't really have another supporting actor that they wanted to pick. So they threw him in there so that way he could at least get a nomination, which is
possible.
Fair.
It's possible. So yeah, I literally can't be mad about it. It's like stupid because it's like, now there's no who is the lead, but I don't care. Lakeith Stanfield is an Oscar nominated actor, which Academy Award nominee. And now we've got very happy. And now we've got,
I love me and my Lakeith.
Oh, we all love some Lakeith.
We love the Lakeith.
He's great. And now we've got two-time Academy Award nominee, Daniel Kaluuya, who I hope is about to become Academy Award winner, Daniel Kaluuya. And I think
you want him to beat Lakeith?
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
easily.
He fucking killed that shit. He killed that shit.
Like there is no...
I'm a huge fucking Lakeith standpoint.
No, yeah.
Daniel Kaluuya killed that shit, man.
Dude, like there is no competition. Like looking, like I'm just like, no, dude. Like, dude, if Daniel doesn't win this, that might be one of the most upsetting Oscar losses for me in years. I will be irate. I will be mad. And
valid anger.
Yeah, because that performance is wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. And when you go like watch videos of Fred Hampton and then you watch Daniel's performance, you're just like, Jesus, come on. This guy is...
He did that.
He did that. And the fact that like he had the accent down and like, it's such a moving performance. And he really gave it his all. Dude, come on. What else can I say? What else can I say about that performance that hasn't already been said? Daniel Kaluuya better win that shit.
Fingers crossed.
So, yeah. And also, this is Best Actor in a Supporting Role is the first award that they present of the night. So
really?
Yeah. And it's usually consistently one of my favorite categories because the competition is always so fierce in that category. Consistently.
Yeah,
so hopefully like that's how they're going to be starting off the show. They better start off on a strong note or else I may turn the TV off.
Just turn it off.
I might just turn it off.
Not watching this shit.
And I'll be like, hey, Chloe Zhao.
Not watching this.
I'll be like, Chloe Zhao, I hope you win. But I'm a tap out.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's definitely valid.
Yeah. So after that, we've got Best Actress in a Leading Role, which we've got Viola Davis for Ma Rainey, Andra Day for The United States versus Billie Holiday, Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman, Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan for Promising Young Woman. Now, I feel like it's going to end up going to Carey Mulligan.
Really?
Yeah, just because the two things that movie has been getting a lot of traction on in other award circuits has been Carey Mulligan and the screenplay. So I think she's definitely leading that charge, followed closely behind by Frances McDormand and then Viola.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think Carey will probably end up getting away with it. Frances McDormand already has an Oscar. So they could definitely swing it her way. I think that's a great performance. And I like that performance more than Carey Mulligan's. And I don't like Promising Young Woman, but I will say that Carey Mulligan does give a good performance in that. But I would still be rooting for Frances to get this for sure. I mean, Viola also has an Oscar already, so like, I guess I mean, I love Viola Davis. Don't get me wrong, that's my mom. Love her to death. But yeah, no, I really want to see Frances take this. And anytime Frances McDormand gives a speech, it's always just so fun to watch. So
true.
Hopefully that happens. So I guess we'll move on to Best Actor in a Leading Role.
Yep.
And we've got Riz Ahmed for Sound of Metal, Chadwick Boseman for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Anthony Hopkins for The Father, Gary Oldman for Mank, and Steven Yeun for Minari.
I honestly, even though I haven't seen any of the films in here, I really would not be mad if it went to Steven Yeun, Chadwick, or Riz Ahmed.
Let's go.
So I've heard great things about Riz Ahmed's performance. I would love Steven Yeun's win, obviously.
Yes.
Because, first Asian American nominated for actor in a leading role, which that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's so crazy that this is literally the first time that's happened.
It's wild. It really is wild. And again,
I was just, when I saw that headline come out, I'm like, this is the first time?
Yep. Once again, goes to show you, do not look to these institutions for representation. Don't look to them. It's cool that it happened, but clearly it's 2021. This shit is just not happening. Like, they clearly don't have their shit together.
So unacceptable.
They don't have their shit together.
They really don't.
So,
and then obviously the posthumous win for Chadwick would be nice.
Yeah, that would be great. And I think that definitely, I could definitely see that happening. Because I mean, like, he won the Golden Globe. He's also been winning in other award circuits. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised and also wouldn't be mad at it. I've heard it's a great performance. I am planning on watching that movie for the Oscars. So yeah, but obviously, like, in my heart of hearts, although I love Chadwick so dearly, Steven Yeun, I would, oh my God. Like, if we had a night where Daniel Kaluuya and Steven Yeun win in both of the Best Actor categories, I don't even know how I would react. I would be so happy. I would be so happy. My love for Steven Yeun goes back so many years. How many years? Probably like 2015.
From what?
The Walking Dead.
Of course.
Yeah, I was big.
Of course.
I was a big fan, but then after that, he left The Walking Dead and then he went on his journey. I pretty much watch everything Steven Yeun does from this point on. He wasn't Sorry to Bother You. He was in Sorry to Bother You. He was also in Okja. the Bong Joon-ho film.
Oh, I haven't seen Okja yet, but I've heard it's great.
It was good. It was very good. It will make you want to be a vegetarian, honestly.
Oh, I mean, I'm kind of already down with that.
Yeah, it definitely, I was like, damn.
But I don't know, man. They're making some strides with that Impossible meat. So
I've heard that Impossible Burger at Burger King is honestly pretty tasty.
It's kind of banging, not gonna lie.
Dang.
Like if you fucks with Whataburger or not Whataburger, what? If you fucks with Burger King, then you'll like it because it tastes just like it.
Nice. I'll have to get into that then. But
we still need to do the food episode.
Ah, that's right. Got a food episode. We got a lot lined up.
We do. Nice. Freddie.
Conflicted.
Who else? It was Trevor Noah. Dang. The food episode.
This is getting long. Yeah, man. But yeah, obviously also Steven Yeun's in a great movie called Burning, which is a Korean film. Very, very, very slow burn. Also pretty long, but goddamn, that might be his best performance to date. Although his performance in Minari is very good. That might be his best one. So yeah, Chadwick or Steven is who I'm really going for. Gary Oldman, why? It's every year. It's every year this man just gets in. I haven't seen Mank, but I heard it was kind of boring. And I feel like everything Gary Oldman is fucking boring. I tried to watch Darkest Hour, which he won an Oscar for a couple of years ago with my family. Dude, we turned that shit off so fast. Like it was so fucking boring. Yeah, no, this Neil Newland's podcast does not endorse Gary Oldman. I'm sorry.
Dang. No Gary Oldman episode.
I'm burning the bridges for a Gary Oldman episode right now.
No.
Sorry, we'll survive. But yeah, that's my feelings for best actor in leading role. Next, we got two more categories. We've got best director, Thomas Vinterberg for Another Round, David Fincher for Mank, Lee Isaac Chung for Minari, Chloe Zhao for Nomadland, Emerald Fennell for Promising Young Woman. So, obviously, if you have been listening to the podcast thus far, you probably know who I am rooting for in this category, being Chloe Zhao. Because why not? It's the best movie there, and she killed that shit. So I feel like I've said killed that shit a lot today, but a lot of people are killing shit.
Yeah, you have.
So yeah, I really hope she gets it, and I think she will get it because obviously she's been racking up all the awards everywhere,
all of them.
And is still the best picture frontrunner. So can't be mad about that.
Very true.
Can't be mad about that. I don't know who else they would give it to. Maybe David Fincher because they like David Fincher.
Yeah.
And I can't say I don't like David Fincher, but Mank just looks really boring. I'm sorry.
Well, it has Gary Oldman in it. You said everything he's in is boring.
Exactly. And it's like about, what is it about? I think it's like about the making of like Citizen Kane or something. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm already like,
that sounds boring.
Yeah. So now we've got Best Picture. Who did you want? Or do you not have an opinion really on that Best Director?
I don't have an opinion because I haven't fucking seen. I've only seen Promising Young Woman.
Yeah.
That's it.
Valid.
On that list. I didn't watch anything last year, so.
It's all right. I didn't watch a whole lot either, so I'm playing catch up this year.
I watched The Croods. We could talk about The Croods.
Nice. I didn't watch The Croods, so.
God damn it.
Sorry. I've never seen either of them, actually. I didn't even see the first one.
I don't remember watching the first one, but I feel like I probably did.
You probably did. All right. So, Best Picture. We've got The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. So, first off, right off the bat, wait, let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wow. So they only use 8 slots. There are 9 Best Picture slots. So,
oh really?
Yeah, didn't use all the slots this year, which is interesting.
You know what? They're saving it. It's a surprise. Actually. Oh wow.
Made it through the whole episode, and then my light setup just decides to
oh no.
Decides to Kermit.
Unlucky.
Kermit. How was it?
Kermit not alive.
Yeah.
I was gonna say really I got some insider information. I know who the 9th slot is.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah, honestly, I got think some insider we're just gonna have to. Ready? We're going without this light.
We're just gonna deal without the light.
Yeah.
I have some insider information. I know who the 8th slot is.
Oh really? Who is it?
Or the 9th slot. It's going to conflict.
I knew you were about to say that. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Come on, it's a good joke.
It's a joke. It is a joke.
It's a good joke.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, the 9th slot did not go to conflicted. I'm sorry to the Griselda camp.
Boo.
You'll get him next year.
Oh yeah, it probably didn't even qualify for this year's, but it will qualify for next year's.
Woof.
And it will win.
We're running.
Guaranteed.
We're rooting for it. So
guaranteed.
For Best Picture, hey, like I said, Nomadland is the front runner. I don't see anything else winning. I just personally don't. And I'm not gonna be mad about it at all. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. I honestly don't have any strong feelings. I mean, obviously I did like Judas and Minari, but
right.
Nomadland.
So you're gunning for Nomadland all the way, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about that movie. Like it really just like, and I watched with my friend and she also liked it, but I just like, she was like, man, you're really into this. And I was like, no. Like I'm really into it. Like we weren't even that deep into
into it.
We weren't even that far into the movie. And I was like, dude, well, I'm about to cry right now. Like we're like 15 minutes in.
Damn,
and I was like,
tears,
geez.
Real tears.
It was just like really, I don't know what it was about the writing, and like the movie is mostly non-actors. Like there's a ton of non-actors in the movie, but their performances are so great. And the screenplay is so good. And like really just like, it's a quiet movie, but I don't know, dude. It really hit me. I like that movie a lot.
Guess so.
I like that movie a lot. Now I've hyped it up too much. When you watch, you're going to be like, yeah, it was okay.
I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But I will
have to catch it soon.
Thought it was great. So that's what I'm rooting for. Let's go. Best Picture, Chloe Zhao, Nomadland, and then we'll have Eternals later this year.
Let's go Conflicted for Best Picture. Woo woo.
Conflicted Best Picture 2022.
Exactly.
So, boom.
You heard it here first, fellas.
We called it. We called it.
We're calling it now.
Well, all right.
That was a long pause episode.
It was
definitely a longer one.
It is.
So,
damn.
But I'm glad we got to catch up on all the things we missed. I would have hated to have missed those things.
For sure.
So
they were all pretty big.
I'm glad we're here. We got it done. Next week, it's just going to be the news and stuff. If there is news, maybe there won't be any news.
There's always news.
It's always news. Nah, man, sometimes. I don't watch the news because nothing's ever new.
There you go. Bars. You can give that to
Bars
Joey
stars,
Badass. Man.
Oh, whoa. GoFobo Screenings doing an exclusive screening of R Pound J.
Oh,
apparently.
Really?
Just found that out.
Interesting.
Shout out to me checking my emails. Always check your emails. Get vaccinated, check your emails. This is
2 things you need
officially
to do.
Endorsed.
Checking your emails.
Officially endorsed.
Getting vaccinated. Needle and Lens podcast endorses both of those things. Thank you.
Exactly. So before we do a wrap up, Noah, what is the best things you have listened to and watched?
Look at that. You
past week.
You're asking me this week.
I had to get it first this time.
Wow, you got me. You got me good.
I got you.
So as far as listen goes, like I'm really it's been like 2 weeks. So there's a little bit of a backup, but I will say, first off, check out the new Chica EP if you have not gotten on that yet. It is very good. She is a great rapper and she's not getting the respect that she deserves in the rap community. I'll just say that.
True.
So definitely check that out. There's also I don't think I've talked about Kenny Mason on pod before, actually. But
oh wow, I mean, aside from probably the first episode.
No, I didn't even say first episode because I wasn't anticipating anything because he gave us the album last year. I didn't think he would give us
very true
another one, but he released a single called Pup. Kenny Mason, one of the most exciting rappers in the game coming up right now. Check him out. New single called Pup. Very great. What else do I want to shout out? Oh, I got a chance to listen to this Genesis Owusu album.
Oh
God. Yes. Called Smiling.
I caught that one before. That is a good fucking
It's so good. It's called Smiling with No Teeth. And wow. This is my favorite album of the year so far.
Wow.
It is I just think the way that it blends these different styles so well is wow. Like I saw the album cover and I was like, oh, this is gonna be like some really hard rap shit. Like
you think you know what it's gonna be, and then it
kind of starts that way with these like Death Grip type vocals and kind of wild production, and then slowly you're like, wait, this is like a really nice neo soul album.
Yeah.
And I would say neo soul is probably the main genre that's showcased on this album. But it's got like a lot of other stuff, like I was talking about, like the Death Grip stuff. There's like a song on here that kind of has like a Daft Punk sort of vibe to it. There's like some like really sweet like ballads that are just like, yeah, they're just really smooth, and it there's some good rap on here too. Like it's got everything. And
it's got something for everyone, yeah.
And it's just a great album. So check it out. Genesis Owusu, Smiling with No Teeth.
Smiling with No Teeth.
Give it a chance. And I think that is everything. I do want to also say that there is Benny the Butcher album was great. Actually, dang, sorry.
You thought it was great.
No, I mean, I say great. It was good. It was really good. The one with the song.
Okay, I was gonna say like
the song with 2 Chainz was great. That was great. I was like, God damn, 2 Chainz was eating that up. But
I don't know
what.
2 Chainz ate it up, but I don't know. I guess the hook for me was just boring.
Damn.
Also, like, I don't know. I'm not feeling the Harry Fraud production that much.
I will say
there's some cool parts.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not the Plugs I Met, the first one. You know,
yeah,
it's not that. But
I mean, I think the latter half you get more like kind of the introspective type deal, which is kind of starting to become a trend.
Right,
I'm seeing with these albums. But I think it was fine.
Yeah,
I am probably gonna keep the vinyl because
you should keep the vinyl. That's a grail. Like, that's nice. But I will say,
I'm also like money.
Yeah, you could. It'll go for a lot. Go for quite a lot.
Nah, they're only going for like 80.
Oh, really?
Right now, yeah.
Give it some time.
If I wait forever,
yeah, I was gonna say give it some time.
It'll go for like 200 eventually, probably. But
yeah, for sure. But it was funny because I think it was on the last pod we were talking about. I was like, man, there hasn't been like anything that's made me really cry recently. Like I haven't really listened to anything that really got me there. And then literally the next day,
you checked out the Genesis project?
No.
Oh no?
No, it wasn't Genesis. I'm not here crying to this neo soul, but no. It was actually this cover. It was a cover from Phoebe Bridgers. This John Prine cover called Summer's End. And I wasn't aware that this was a cover of a song. But I just started listening to it. And dude, I don't know what, I literally don't know what overcame me, but I was just like listening to it. And then about 15 seconds, maybe not 15, it was more like 30 seconds in, it was just like, it just hit me like, dude, this is gorgeous. Damn. And like, I think it's just something about the way her vocals are on this track. Like she sounds so close to the mic. Like I was listening to this with my like headphones on and like, it just sounds like she's right up on the mic. And it's just like, oh, it feels so intimate. Like I can't even. Wow. God.
Calm down, buddy.
Hey man, it was good. It was really good. So, you know, Phoebe does her thing, but that's pretty much it. I said a lot of stuff I enjoyed, but it was 2 weeks worth. And also shout out a new Serpent with Feet album coming out tomorrow night. Check that out.
Oh, fuck yes.
Check that out. He actually dropped a single the other day too.
Wait, what? How did I not catch that?
Dude, you got to catch it. It was good.
I'm mad at you. You didn't fucking tell me about it.
Sorry. I'm not a real homie.
Yeah, I guess not. Fake homies all around me.
Yeah.
What about Watch? You watch anything?
Oh, yeah. Watch.
During that 1 week film festival?
I guess I won't say anything from South by because I already just talked about that at length, but
I guess.
I did. I mean, obviously my favorite from South by was Swan Song, said that. Right. But I did watch yesterday. Like I said, South by really has invigorated me to start watching movies again like I used to. So the other day, there's this movie, High Flying Bird, which is directed by Steven Soderbergh, who did all the Ocean 11 movies. And the screenplay was by Terrell Alvin McCraney, who wrote Moonlight or did the story for Moonlight. And wrote with Barry Jenkins. So I'd been wanting to watch it and I was like, gotta see it. And then the other day I just had an urge to watch it and I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to turn it on.
Fuck it.
So I watched it. So good. And it's about like, here's the thing. It's about basketball kind of, and like the politics and of like the NBA and like agencies and rookies getting signed. It sounds really boring, but here's the thing.
Right.
I couldn't give a fuck. I
find that interesting, but okay.
I couldn't give a fuck about basketball. Okay. Like, you know me, I'm not into sports like that. So
fair.
The fact that I was able to thoroughly enjoy this movie, I think says a lot. Like I gave it 4.5 stars. I thought it was really fantastic. So High Flying Bird on Netflix, check it out. Oh, it's also an iPhone film. So
like it was shot on iPhone?
Entirely on iPhone 8.
Oh God. Another one of those.
Hey man, this one is honestly not that bad. There were a few moments.
I guess it just seems like such a gimmick sometimes.
I don't know. I think it's interesting. And also it really makes me, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, then I can do this shit. You know, it's like one of those.
Then do it.
Fuck it.
Do it.
But yeah, filmed entirely on iPhone 8. There were a few moments where like the lighting issues were like, there were some lighting issues. Also because I mean, it's like a large majority of the cast is black people. So when you're lighting darker skin, you know, there's a little more effort that has to be taken into that.
Right.
That maybe an iPhone is not built for. But yeah, overall still great. Great story, great acting, great everything. But that's that. I've talked for too long. Now, Kevin.
No,
what?
Man, not at all. No, you haven't talked long at all.
I haven't talked long at all. We haven't been talking for
hours.
We haven't been
talking at all. Hey, man.
But what about you?
It is what it is.
What's the best thing you listen to, watch, etc.?
I guess watch. I mean, the only thing I watched was at South by. So, I mean, Islands. I'm giving it to Islands.
Wow.
Big close winner. Seconds, definitely Broadcast Signal Intrusion. But I mean, Islands, man, for the Pinoy bias.
There you go.
You know.
Had to do it to him.
You dig it. You know how to do it to him. But best thing that I listened to, I'm not gonna go 2 weeks worth. I'm just gonna give the 1 week. Let's see here. 1 week's fuck. What was it? Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. New John Batiste album, We Are. Phenomenal.
Interesting.
I thought it was really, really good.
Gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's very good. I don't even know what to say about it, honestly. It's so good. It feels like you're being taken to church, and it's just like there's so much, and there's, like you said about Genesis, but like not necessarily the same scale. Like it's such a blending of styles, and I just think it's fantastic.
Wow. Definitely have to hear that. It sounds like some high praise.
Should.
Sounds like some high praise. So
yeah, definitely. If you want to get one to check out, Boyhood's a really good track.
Boyhood. All right.
That's a really good one. But I mean, just the whole thing front to back is a very, very nice experience.
Noted. I will
put that on in the list. Old noggin.
It's in there.
It's in there. Better be in the noggin. How many albums have you listened to so far this year? Or I guess projects?
Not as many as you.
To include EPs.
I'll start by saying that. So it hasn't been too many. But we've got 3, 6, 9.
Oh, you're counting them?
How many? How else am I supposed to know?
Scroll down to the bottom of your. Are they all on your music board?
Well, here's the thing: is that I have other stuff on my music board.
Oh
from
shit!
when I
Never
was
mind.
using it before.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb as fuck. I forgot.
1,
I just started
2,
this year.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 6, 36 plus 1. Yeah, 37. I listened to 37 projects this year.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a good count.
Yeah. So that's between EPs and albums. Obviously not all of that will be making my year-end list. I would say most of this stuff I've listened to probably won't make it. Well, it's possible.
Yeah.
I would say most of the EPs I've heard will probably. I feel like I'll do the same thing as
last year. Yeah. I feel like I'll do the same thing as last year and just formulate my list based on like my 7s and up.
Really?
And then just, cut it down from there.
That's a good idea.
You ready to hear my number?
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
74.
Jesus Christ. Honestly, I'm a lot closer than I thought I would be.
Yeah, I mean, like you're probably just shy of half, so.
Yeah. No, not bad.
That's a good, it's a good number.
Not bad. Will I be doing a top 50? TBD.
What? You're not going to do top 50 with me?
I don't know. If I have a top 50, maybe.
Oh,
the thing is,
come on.
I just don't want to do a top 50 and then have like the bottom 10 be albums that I really didn't love that much, but I'm just like,
listen to more albums
top
than 50. Genius.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work. And then I have to listen to a bunch of bad
only
music
3
too.
months in and I've already beaten myself from last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you probably have. You were doing a last minute mad dash last year.
Yeah.
So.
And this year, I'm not letting that happen. I'm not missing shit.
Clearly.
Except when I miss shit sometimes.
Clearly. We're a quarter through the year and, if you keep up that same energy, your number is going to be abnormally large.
Doubled, tripled.
I'm scared.
Right. Let's call it there because my audition has reached the 3-hour mark and is officially shit the bed.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a little scared that we don't have a podcast recorded for this week, but
what do you mean?
we'll hope that it worked.
I think it did.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, it's the counter's going up. All right. But if you guys have enjoyed this, be sure to check out our other episodes. We have them up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of those links if you're watching on YouTube down below. And but for those of you that are listening on here, we're doing video ones on YouTube now. That's so cool. Check it out. I'm definitely going to set up that YouTube channel, but
yes.
Yeah, look for Needle and Lens and follow me on Twitter. It's Flip TV. You'll probably get the links to it there. Nice. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to edit this in a day, but
I believe in you.
Figure it out. I believe in me too. But it's been Kevin and Noah.
And we're out.
Catch y'all next time.